Hi, everyone. I helped my company secure millions in new business within 1 year. I was literally named as one of the reasons they won the contract. 6 months later, they were treating me like I should be grateful to have a desk and a headset. If you work in customer experience, I'm guessing this sounds painfully familiar. I'm Kelly, and welcome to the Modern CX Mindset, where we talk about what's actually happening in customer experience, not the sanitized LinkedIn version. So here's the context. I've got a lot of years in account management and customer service, a master's degree in organizational leadership. I'm pursuing my CCXP certification. I take courses, read the books, do the work. I'm not someone who just fell off the turnip truck. 5 years ago, the company I just left valued that. They valued the fact that I genuinely love my customers. I still do. Not in a corporate poster kind of way, but in a I actually care if we solve their problems kind of way. I helped build teams. I managed 3 of their top 5 accounts. Things were good. And then shareholders entered in. Here's what happens when private money decides customer experience is a line item to optimize. The title on your business card starts to matter less than the title in the budget spreadsheet. Suddenly, I'm doing the same strategic work, managing major accounts, securing new business, being the person clients specifically ask for, but my role is being repositioned as customer service rep, not senior account manager, not CX strategist, CSR. Now, look, there is absolutely nothing wrong with being a CSR. I have proudly held that position throughout the years. That's not the issue. The issue is when you're doing director level work, bringing in millions in revenue, and someone's playing musical chairs with your job title because CSR is cheaper on paper. They wanted me to keep landing planes while insisting I was just checking luggage. Spoiler alert, that doesn't work long term. Not for your people, and definitely not your customers. So let's talk about what companies actually lose when they do this, because this isn't just my story. This is happening across the industry. First, institutional knowledge walks out the door. I knew the patterns. I knew which client complaint on Monday meant we'd have an issue by Thursday. I knew which accounts needed a phone call, not an email. That doesn't live in your CRM. That lives in people. Second, revenue impact becomes invisible. When you downgrade the role of someone who was name checked in $1 million win, you're telling your team that customer relationships don't actually drive growth. And then you act confused when retention tanks. Third, you burn out the people who actually care. The folks who go the extra mile, who read the books, take the courses, genuinely invest in getting better. They're the first ones to realize they're being taken for granted by management. And they leave. Not because the work is hard, because the disrespect is exhausting. Here's what started happening to me. I stopped sleeping well. My health took a hit. I'd wake up at 3 a.m. thinking about accounts, not because I was worried about the work, but because I was trying to figure out how to keep doing excellent work in a system that was actively telling me I didn't matter. That's not sustainable and it's not necessary. So, if you're a customer experience leader, or you're building a team, or you're trying to figure out why your best people keep ghosting after 2 years, here's the modern CX mindset you actually need. You cannot call customer experience strategic in the boardroom and then treat it like overhead in the budget. Pick one. If customer experience is a competitive advantage, and it is, then fund it, title it, and compensate it like it matters. If you're just a cost center, stop pretending and let people make informed decisions about their career. Revenue generating customer roles need revenue generating titles and compensation. If someone on your team is securing multi-million dollar contracts, managing strategic accounts, and getting name checked by clients, that person is in sales or account management. Call it what it is. Customer facing teams see things leadership doesn't. We're the ones hearing the frustration before it becomes churn. We're spotting the patterns before they become trends. When you squeeze us down into task completion mode, you lose that intelligence. And then you hire a consultant to tell you what we would have told you for free. Consultants charge more, by the way, just so you know. I walked away, not because I stopped loving customers or building teams. I still do, and I miss my customers. But because I finally realized that staying in a system that devalues you isn't noble, it's just slow motion self destruction. And that's where I was. So now I'm rebuilding. I'm job hunting, yeah, but I'm also building this a space where we can talk honestly about what's broken in customer experience and what it actually takes to fix it. If you're a CX professional who's felt this squeeze, where you're doing more and somehow worth less, drop a comment. Let's talk about it because this isn't just a me problem. This is an industry problem. And if you're a leader who's wondering why your CX, CSR team seems disengaged or why you keep losing your best people, maybe ask yourself, are we treating customer experience like the strategic advantage, base of the company we claim it is? Or are we just trying to get premium results on a budget mindset? Now, you might be wondering, Kelly, this sounds pretty bleak. Where's the good news? Here's the good news. I'm in my 50s and I just made a choice that a lot of people don't make until it's too late. I chose me. And that's not an Instagram quote kind of thing. That's a real shift. Walking away taught me something I'd been too busy to notice. My value doesn't decrease because someone failed to see it. The skills are still here. The passion is still here. The years of valuable expertise still here. What's different is I'm no longer volunteering to be undervalued. And here's what I know now that I didn't know a year ago. There are companies that get it. There are leaders who understand that customer experience isn't a department, it's a philosophy. There are teams being built right now that actually value the people who love customers and know how to turn relationships into revenue. I'm looking for those opportunities. I'm also building this channel because I think we can change the conversation. We can stop accepting that customer experience professionals should just be grateful to have jobs while we're literally driving the business outcomes everyone else takes credit for. So if you're in CX and you're feeling squeezed, know this: it is not you. The system is broken, but you're not. Your expertise matters. Your ability to genuinely connect with customers and solve their problems, that's rare. Don't let anyone convince you it's common. If you're rebuilding like me, or you're thinking about it, or you're just trying to survive in a role that's slowly crushing you, you're not alone. That's why I'm here. That's why this channel exists. If this resonates with you, hit subscribe. I'm going to be here every week talking about what's really happening in customer experience, the stuff people don't say in the LinkedIn posts with the corporate headshots. We're building a community of customer experience professionals who refuse to accept that caring about customers means accepting being undervalued. We're going to talk about what modern customer experience actually looks like when it's done right. We're going to call out when it's broken, and we're going to figure out how to build something better, whether that's inside an organization or on our own terms. I'm Kelly. This is the modern CX mindset, and we're just getting started.